to present to you my DM kit, mobile as all hell. So basically, I just got sick of carrying a bunch of shit to my D&D game, so I've kind of downsized it to make it a little bit more portable. So, what I've done, I'll just kind of go through everything one by one here. So these things, basically just dry erase map tiles, pretty decent to use. Just held them together with an elastic band. I got a couple different sizes, so any map that I could need like to improvise or any sort of encounter that the characters get in, I can quickly modify and create on the fly. These things, which are like basically little pogs, I bought a pack of like 200 or something. I'm never gonna run out. So I can, these are 1 inch, so I can use them on the actual, I can use them on any battle map that you have. These ones are like, I think 3 inches, so for like a huge creature. I also have like a couple smaller ones in here for a larger creature. And then I can quickly write on them with a dry or wet erase marker and quickly make them modular. I can quickly use numbers for smaller enemies, and then I'll customize it. I can draw conditions on them if I need to. These things are just basically 1 inch cubed blocks. They allow me to raise things off the ground, basically. So if something's flying, I can kind of quickly put it up there instead of having to buy the crazy set of freaking things that Mercer uses. Don't really have the budget. These are my bag of dice, basically just like an assortment of dice. I don't know. There's nothing really crazy in here except for the ones that I'm kind of proud of. You could call it just like these ones. Big old dice to make some dramatic rolls in front of the players instead of just like a regular d20. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. So up next, I did just invest into the magic item cards. I feel like the players, if they have something kind of concrete in front of them to have, it'll make the session a little bit better. Just to be able to kind of refer to the card. It has a page in the DMG, so if we ever argue about the rules, we are able to quickly negotiate that. And it's kind of cool to have an actual picture of the item in front of you. These are dope. Buy these. Okay, and next, so if you want to create a random NPC on the fly, I prefer to consult the Oracle. These are basically story cubes that I've kind of put into a little box just for this. And like if I need to create an NPC on the fly, or if I need to create like kind of an adventure hook or something, just anything really. If the characters want to use them to create something, like they can use these, and it just makes it so much easier. And like they're just in like this little box, which is kind of nice, you know. I call it the Oracle because you're consulting the Oracle every time you use it. Okay, the next part I have just like here, so like this little paper section. I have a couple just like templates for spells just to make it easier for us to see the angles kind of thing. I just have like as part of my DM screen kind of thing, I just have like a list of names. If I ever need to, I can like quickly draw a name from the list and not sound like I'm calling everyone John during combat, you know what I'm saying? I have just like a quick little dice. Some of my players, they don't like me rolling on their tables, especially with my massive dice, so I just quickly like put that up. It's easy enough, keeps all my dice in one place. They end up all over the freaking table anyways. I do have a DM screen. It's just the reincarnated one. It's not amazing per se, but you know, gets the job done. And next, I do have just like, these are all the items, like and all the weapons that you can buy in 5th edition, and they basically have like the prices, the like the actual like properties of it too. It's decent enough. It kind of helps just to be able to pull that out if the players are like buying weapons or kind of just like you know, like general store. It has everything, you know what I'm saying? On the back I just have everything that's available, like all the items that you can buy just from anywhere, you know what I'm saying? So I'll put that there. This is just like quick player reference guide. Basically just got all the rules for combat and stuff, so instead of having to consult the books, I can pull this up. I also just printed off the combat rules just to have around, just in case, you know, it's good. Like, we're still getting used to it, we're still getting used to the combat, and like there's a lot of things that kind of go, like, just being able to have the rules in front of you, it's way easier. Also have just printed this off too, just like the chapter 7 of the DMG. Just has all the treasure and stuff, so I can kind of reference it. If I need to roll for treasure really fast, I'll have it instead of having to pull out a book. Because as I said, the goal of this entire thing is to not have to bring a freaking bulk of books to your DMD session. Because fuck that in its entirely. Last thing, pretty small kit, eh? We got this little pencil case, and inside of it, I don't have my wet erase markers in here yet, but I just have, this is a plastic bag of paper clips just to use, and you can put them on the Pathfinder minis if you want, like a lot of my players use those. We have just a couple dry erase markers, which I'll use just to like draw maps on the fly or draw something less permanent. Got a couple elastic bands in there, just a random ass assortment of pencils and Sharpies and shit to make sure that everything goes smoothly. So yeah, that is my D&D kit. Pretty simple, and in my opinion, that's all you really need. Oh, I guess I got some just some cards in here. Best tool that you can possibly use. And like, I mean, that's all you really need, because you're not really going to be doing anything crazy. And if you are, then you should go and, like, I don't know, I've invested tons of money into this, and it's every time that I invest into something new now as opposed to a year ago, it's always about trying to make the game go faster, trying to make it so that we don't take up as much room, setup times and all that, trying to make sure that everything just goes smoothly. But yeah, there it is. If you have any questions or suggestions mainly about things that I could maybe buy, then please let me know. Awesome. Have a good day, guys. Peace.